Hey, what is going on? How's it going? Hey, there's people in here already. Hey, what's going on, Sigor? How's it going? How's everybody doing? It's Tuesday night. Let me see here. Scrolls now working. Sigor, how's it going? Shuckle Samurai, what's going on? Let's see here. Phantom Way, what's happening? Yeah, not much. I hear you. Sigor, not since the last stream. Interested to see if anyone's got that Nessus Docker project completed. Yeah, I heard quite a bit about that last stream. People were talking about Nessus. I owe it to you guys and to myself to actually look into it a little bit more. I assume it was for network scanning, or monitoring. I should probably look into it more. I should have written that down. That should be one thing I'm gonna write down. But that should be one thing I look into in the future, because there's quite a bit of people talking about it last time. Takano, hey, what's going on, man? So, how's the 10 gig stuff going? But yeah, I'm not sure about Nessus. I think someone said Nexus last time, but Nessus, not sure about it. Yeah, curious if anyone else is running it. I honestly didn't hear about it until you had mentioned it. Vulnerability scanner, nice. Is it like NTOP? I mean, not NTOP, like Snort? Is it listening? For things on the network, I guess I don't know enough about how it works. I assume it's listening on the network for different types of traffic or broadcast, or just listening, I guess, all the time. Yeah, I'll have to, I wrote it down, so I definitely have to check it out. Let me adjust my volume. Something's different, put it that way, different. Not better, not worse, just different. Maybe where the mic is. There we go. Phantom Way, what do you think about Kubernetes on Azure? I'm learning Azure right now. Yeah, good question. I've done Kubernetes on Azure. It's Kubernetes. I've done Kubernetes on Azure, and I've done it on GCP, so Google Cloud Platform. And you know, at the end of the day, they're both the same. They're both going to give you Kubernetes basically as a service, and they'll manage a lot of things around Kubernetes that you don't have to, like the actual machine that it runs on, you know, and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it works well enough. I've done, like I said, I've done it both on Azure and GCP. Yeah, it totally runs fine. The one thing you'll have to, the one thing that'll be different if you use it anywhere else is going to be the UI that you use to look at your pods that are running and metrics and stuff like that. But you know, I've done a lot of Azure stuff in the past. They've changed their UI over time, as many cloud providers have. It was really busy last time I looked. That's not to say GCP wasn't, because Google's is just the same. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't use their Kubernetes UI at all. I don't even know what it looks like now in Azure. I know what GCP's use, Google's does, because I use it. But then again, you could use Rancher to manage it if you want to, because Rancher could manage on-prem, off-prem, anywhere. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to get Kubernetes for sure. But yeah, why are you already in Azure? Are you thinking about going to Azure? And then yeah, let me know, Phantom Way. Sigor, LOL, wasn't Nexus the mod tool? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. There's been Nessus with two X's. I'm still trying to figure out which version it is. I think it's Nessus, Nessus. I think that's the last thing that Nasikimo had mentioned. Or Sigor originally. But B. Rael, hey, how's it going? Love the content. Hey, thank you so much. How's it going? Nessus is similar, but I think more static scans. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's on the reverse. So it's actually you're going out and scanning versus it listening, like something like a snort would. Yeah, interesting. Shackle Samurai, gonna start Docker Rancher Kubernetes tutorial. Oh man, good luck. Welcome to the awesome. I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be some things that'll be hard, and there will be some things that you get really easy. Don't get frustrated at the hard things and try to think about all you just got for very low effort in the beginning. And then my advice to you is if you are gonna dive in and try it for the first time, do something easy. Grab an easy workload. Do something like Heimdall right off the bat, because you'll get Docker Kubernetes going, and then you'll see how it works with something like Heimdall or Minecraft, and then jump into more of the advanced ones. Only because I noticed a lot of people get fired up about it. They go and tackle the most challenging one out there first, and then they're like, oh man, this is really hard. So get some quick wins in there, Shekel Samurai, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes and where you trip up for sure. Nasikimo, it scans like Nmap, okay, and tried to identify software components and tells you the corresponding CVE. Ah, nice. Yeah, I definitely have to check it out for sure. Yeah, thank you. Someone mentioned there's a Docker container for it too, which I'm interested in seeing. But yeah, thank you, Nasikimo. Icarib. Hi Tim. I was wondering how to deploy IAM inside a Rancher. I have a Docker Compose and it's running okay, but want to know how to deploy in Rancher. Yeah, no problem. So a couple of things. So first of all, if you're using Docker Compose, it's probably using multiple Docker services, but don't let that worry you, because you probably noticed in Rancher, with Kubernetes, you don't use a Compose-like syntax. There isn't this idea of linking containers. It's more of connecting them through services or service discovery, or services, I guess I should say. I don't know what parts of the IAM project you're using, and if that Compose has multiple Docker images specified, but I would just break that up into each individual piece, and then deploy those to Kubernetes. And then the way that you reference each other service, each other pod, is by service name, I think in the service discovery piece. But it's pretty straightforward. I know sometimes, if you're running Compose, it makes it super easy, because you're just like, Docker Compose up or whatever, Docker Compose, and you pass it your YAML file, and all of a sudden, magically you have all this running. Kubernetes is like that too, if you have a Kubernetes deployment file and a service file that you can just apply. So those might be two things to look for. One is just to do it through the UI, do it manually, set them up. But if you're more familiar with, using like Compose, and you're comfortable with the CLI, you could use kube control. And then from kube control, find a service YAML and a deployment YAML, and it'd be very, very similar. Otherwise, UI should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, let me know. Also, yeah, I don't know which specific Docker container. I can't, I don't know what it looks like. But let me know how that goes. Bantamway, I guess all Kubernetes is the same, but what provider do you like the most? Oh, going back to cloud providers. Yeah, I don't know. Coolgam, 3R215. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome. That's a tough question. That's a tough question, because they're all kind of providing a lot of the same stuff, right? If not the same. And so yeah, that's a tough question. I've done Amazon, I've done Azure, and I've done Google Cloud. Which one do I like the most? I think personally, for me, even though this, wasn't my own choice, as far as the company I work for goes, I prefer Google Cloud, GCP, just because I know they're super late to the game, but they simplified a ton of stuff. Less emphasis on really over-the-top UIs, and more emphasis on the services and stuff like that. But they're all going to give you the same thing. And if you're thinking of going to one, I'd say just go with whatever one's cheapest. To be honest, go with whichever one saves you money. And if you're doing it as a small business, a lot of them offer a lot of free credits right off the bat. And so if you're a small business looking to go to the cloud or evaluating cloud providers, honestly, I would go with whichever one's going to be the cheapest off the bat, because most of the time they're going to give you credits. And then after those credits run out, because at the end of the day, they're all giving you the same stuff. That's how I feel. But at the end of the day, then even though they are providing a lot of the same things, I mean, there are cloud-specific things that some do provide. I think in Discord today we were talking about Azure functions, and it's like, you know, those cloud functions are the same thing, same idea, but implemented a little bit differently in Google as they are in AWS. So my preference right now is GCP, so Google Cloud Platform. But that doesn't mean, I mean, we chose it, and I choose it because it's a little cheaper. But at the end of the day, they're all going to do kind of the same thing. If there's something specific you want, yeah, I mean, I would just evaluate it. But that's a big question. You know, which one do you like the most? But yeah. Hopefully that answers your question somewhat, Phantom Way. Seagor, not going across the wire, but scans hosts to see if they're vulnerable on ports OS version compliance. Gotcha. So it's just goes through, scans whatever hosts on your network, looks for open ports. It basically looks for open ports, tries to query every single thing it can about that endpoint or that host, and figure stuff out about it and look for vulnerabilities. I like it. I like it a lot. That sounds awesome. I'll have to check it out for sure. Nasikamo, it can also connect to a host and scan more stuff. Okay, tell me more about that. It can also connect to a host and scan more stuff. Yeah, that sounds interesting. iCarib, LAMP project. Sorry. Oh, LAMP project. I don't know what LAMP project. Oh, IAM project in Rancher. How to deploy. Oh, LAMP, like Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, like LAMP. That's like the LAMP stack that everyone used to use for. And these might be two different things, but I don't know the LAMP project. If there is a project called LAMP, not really sure, but yeah. Tell me more, because I know a different acronym for LAMP. So having Spruik, having sec plus flashbacks, yeah. Goes one, found the traffic problem. Oh, you did. It was Docker IP tables _ legacy problem. Oh, geez. That does not sound fun. That does not sound fun. I don't know much about the IP tables _ legacy problem. B. Rael, why do you use Rancher over Portainer 2? Are there any major differences between them? Yeah, I get this question asked a lot. Why do I use Rancher over Portainer 2? Maturity. That's how I'm going to start summarizing this, because people ask this a lot. And I've been using Rancher for a long time. And Rancher's a super mature product, especially when it comes to Kubernetes. I mean, they've been doing it for years. And, you know, they have a lot of maturity. There's a lot of things that they figured out and a lot of things that they developed. I mean, even like K3S that Portainer uses to actually spin up Kubernetes is created by Rancher. So, but I have nothing against Portainer 2. That's not to say they're not going to do things their way and do things awesome. And it'll continue to evolve. But personally, I mean, I've been using Rancher since Rancher 1. And then so when Rancher 2 came out with Kubernetes, well, even Rancher 1 has Kubernetes now. But when Rancher 2 came out, I just kind of doubled down on it. And then, you know, we just saw like a month and a half ago, Portainer announced that they now support Kubernetes. So, but, you know, choose your own adventure. If you know Portainer 2, you know Portainer 1, you're familiar with Portainer, it might be a good fit for you. Hey, HomeLab New resubbed. 3 months. All right. Hi, Tim. Long time no see. Yeah, HomeLab New. How's it going? Saw you in the Discord. Pop back in. Hopefully things are well. Thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. But B. Rael, yeah, if you're familiar with Portainer and you like what it does and it serves your needs, yeah, absolutely. Go for it 100%. And, you know, use what works best for you. If you're on the fence, evaluate them both. It only takes a couple, you know, spend 15 minutes spinning up Rancher, another 15 minutes spinning up Portainer. See which one you like more. I mean, now with, you know, virtual machines and Kubernetes and Docker workloads, that's a really easy evaluation for you to do too. So yeah, and then you let me know which one you like. The PC Geek bought a Dell R10. What was I even say? R10? Whoa. All right, let's try this again. The PC Geek. I bought a Dell R710 server on eBay for $100 with 32 gigs RAM and dual Xeon 2.27 gigahertz. That sounds like a heck of a deal. Congratulations. Is that your first rack mount server? Yeah, I agree, Sigor. What was the problem at Geos 1 was having? Because I haven't heard of this IP tables underscore legacy thing. I'd like to know more. Nasikimo, I got Rancher and Cluster set up with MetaLB and traffic. Thanks a lot to your tutorial, or thanks to your tutorial. Thanks a lot. Hey, no problem. Awesome. So you made it through the advanced tutorial. That one's like that one's pretty advanced, and it's not even so much. Just a lot of moving parts on that one. So that's awesome. So now you get free certificates from Let's Encrypt, I assume. Awesome. Toastface Grilla, what's up, man? How's it going? Cool gamer 215. What server should I make? What do you want to do with that server? What would you want on that server? It's an open question. You got to tell me more. Because it's like me asking, what PC should I make? But if you're going to build your own server, are you thinking of building your own server, buying your own server? What are you going to put on it? Yeah, let me know. Cool Gamer 215. Nesikimo. Why can I not say this? I cannot talk tonight. Nessus is pricey. Oh yeah, that's right. Someone said something about it has a free version for 16 endpoints. Yeah, it's not going to work for me. But yeah, good to know. I forgot someone mentioned that I think they had a community edition that limited you to hosts you can scan. Shuckle Samurai, thanks for the advice. I was thinking Minecraft. I'll keep you updated. Awesome. Yeah. That's an easy one. Semi-easy one. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, get your Minecraft server going and run and log in, and it's super awesome just to see it actually going to look at the logs too. Geos 1. Now I need to find out how to load balance an external service that is not part of Rancher. Yeah, Kubernetes Cluster. Geos 1. I already did that in another video too. So if you need help doing that, see one of my videos. I forget which one it was. I understand what you're trying to do. You basically want traffic within Kubernetes to be your reverse proxy and terminate your SSL. But meanwhile, then send that traffic to another service that's not within the cluster. And that can be easily done. I think it's like, 5 minutes of work, but it took me a long time to figure it out. But yeah, look at, I forget, it's like the host Rancher securely one. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, why would it be in there? But actually the Rancher UI isn't hosted in Kubernetes. It's actually a Docker container that's totally outside of Kubernetes. And so you kind of have to do that same thing with that. So yeah, look at that. Let me know. Neskimo, it's $27,990, almost $3,000. Yeah, that's enterprise pricing right there. Sigor would suggest checking out AWS ELB, Enterprise Load Balancer. Depending on how much traffic you want to push, it could be a good option for you. Yeah, there you go. I think he was maybe talking about things within his home lab or his cluster there. I could be wrong. Otherwise, look at AWS ELB. I assume that's load balancer. iCarib. Thanks, I'll try. I see regular Docker Compose, Apache plus, So it was, Apache plus PHP, Symfony plus MySQL plus Redis. Yeah, that's a lot. So when you start to think about Docker containers or Kubernetes pods, which are most of the time, they're Docker containers, you got to think about the workload that's in it and not so much of like the tech in a stack. Obviously you'll need to have a piece of that in different places, but you might luck out. You might luck out with something like WordPress, right? Where WordPress includes a lot of those things within a container for you, and it makes it really simple. But if you already have, say, like Redis and MySQL somewhere in your infrastructure, you might then just be able to use the Apache and PHP part, right? So just the web piece, and then point it back to an existing database. So you kind of have to think, it's kind of like Legos, right? It's kind of like Legos. You're just picking individual pieces or services to stand up. They may point to things within themselves, or they might point to infrastructure or services that you already have in place. as is the case with WordPress, right? You might have a MySQL database or a Maria database somewhere, but you just need to stand up WordPress and then point it to a database. But you might not, and so then you might find a container that already has a database in there. Obviously, that wouldn't expose the database for other things, but it's a nice little self-contained way of doing it too. So yeah, let me know. Actually, I'm curious about what you're trying to accomplish and not the stack, because the stack it sounds like for you, just a means to an end, right? You want to stand up some service, but the service requires all of this infrastructure. So what's that service? Is it WordPress? Sound like WordPress. I don't know about the Redis part though. That doesn't sound like WordPress, but let me know. Sigor, yeah, it's not cheap, but most big companies use it. So I would absolutely suggest doing the free version for home to get used to it if you want to do it for something in security. Yeah, good to know. On Debian, you have the choice if you want NF tables or IP tables. Oh, okay. This is the Docker error. Let's see here. Chicano, how's it going, man? Chicano might be making a Christmas light show this year using Vixen on PC and Arduino as a driver or Falcon player on Raspberry Pi. That sounds really awesome. Yeah, I've always loved like Christmas light shows, like really big ones, and especially when they're coordinated or synchronized. And now the tech is getting so awesome for it. It's just like makes me want to do it. It makes my my lights in here look like a joke, compared to some things. But I don't know about Vixen. Maybe I have heard of Vixen. I can't remember. I watched some like Christmas, Christmas light show, show off thing, or I don't know, head-to-head competition. I think it was on Netflix, and they kind of showed some of the tech behind it, but maybe that's not. I don't know what Vixen is. Tell me more. HomeLab New, yeah, hi, long time no see. Yeah, long time no see too. I think you said in Discord you were getting settled in at school and stuff. How's it going? Let's see here. Geos1, now I want to find out how to get traffic with Metal LB to external services via Rancher. Yeah, I just said that a little bit earlier. So it's already there. And I think I mentioned that to you in Discord too. It's like 40 seconds of one of my videos. But yeah, it's pretty, after you do it once, you're like, oh yeah, duh. I just point it to this IP or this, you basically create a headless service and point it to that service that's running on whatever port that's, behind the load balancer. HomeLab New, been doing okay. Been working hard on one of my master's projects. Nice. Security issues in serverless functions. Hey, we were talking about functions just a little bit earlier. This is going to be an interesting next few months. Yeah, that does sound interesting. I don't know. I mean, I understand like cloud functions from Google and Azure functions, and then is it just on AWS? Is it just called functions or F or something? Or something? I don't know. I totally get it. I haven't used it yet. But yeah, that sounds super interesting for sure. Man, how do you? Yeah. Like, how do you even, how do you even determine, security issues with someone else's whole entire infrastructure when all you're telling them to do is execute a function? Sounds interesting for sure. FAS, right? Function as a service. Spruik, starting to build out a home lab, but it's a bit overwhelming. I have an old thing center for my server now. It's really underpowered. Where should I start? Spruik, yeah. Great question. This question comes up a lot, and you've already covered off, I guess, on some of my suggestion, which is use an old PC. So you have a couple more options. Obviously, you have a ton of options. But what do you plan on running on there? Because I think that really is going to help, understand like what some of your requirements are. Are you thinking about using it as a NAS? Are you thinking about using it as a virtualization server? If so, let me know, because I hate to go down a rabbit hole and explain like all of these, different options. If I'm not really sure, what your plans are. I will say though, if you're not going to use it as a NAS with something like FreeNAS or virtualized FreeNAS or whatever, you can go with a pretty off-the-shelf build off-the-shelf PC build, for sure. Because most of the time, they're going to be way overpowered. It just depends on how much you're going to virtualize and how much your workloads are. And I would even argue that, like, even if you think you're going to run like 10 virtual machines, I mean, maybe you will. But as you start to, I don't know, grow out your infrastructure, you might realize that maybe VMs aren't the best job or tool for the job, just depending on what you're going to do. So yeah, a lot of, I guess I have more questions about your question. But I usually start like you said. Old PC, that doesn't work, upgrade to a better PC, right? The thing you're on now might need to be upgraded, and that's probably more than enough to run a workload for your servers. So then you basically hand down your current PC to yourself and turn that into a server and upgrade your main machine, right? Because, I mean, everyone's main machine, they're on more than a server, right? And I think people get more value out of upgrading their main machine and handing me down their old machine as a server. But then if you start to get in, you want to run an NAS, you're going to need lots of drives. You are probably going to need ECC RAM and all of that stuff if you care about the data you're storing on there, if you're using ZFS, or if not, arguably. Then those are some of the things you'll want to consider as well. So anyways, tell me what you plan on using it for. Maybe we can help. Yeah, Sigor, I agree. That definitely sounds new, interesting, to say the least. Sounds awesome about your master's project. Let's see here. Sprook sounds cool. I really like serverless, so I'm scared what you'll find. Yeah, I haven't used Cloud Functions yet at all. Sound interesting. Just haven't had a chance to use them. See here, Home Lab new. Well, the good news is if you end up a lot more secure if you, wait, let's read this again. Well, the good news is if you can end up a lot more secure if you're careful on serverless. Oh yeah, I totally agree. I mean, yeah, I agree, right? I agree, because I think of all these things that, most people have to manage if they have a server, right? It's probably the operating system. You got vulnerabilities there. Even before there, you got a firewall or load balancer or something in front of there, right? And then within there, then you have your server, right? We talked about the vulnerabilities there in the operating system. Then you have your service that you're running on top of there. That probably has some vulnerabilities there. So, it keeps going down the rabbit hole. Then your service, whether it be, I don't know, Python, Node, or ASP.NET, whatever, your .NET or whatever your service layer is, pulls in libraries. Then you have vulnerabilities there. So yeah, I totally get it. I can see how, how going serverless, as long as obviously those cloud providers keep those secure, it's a lot less to worry about, right? Yeah, it's like one step beyond SaaS, which is FAS, I guess, calling those functions. Super interesting stuff for sure. Home Lab new, I don't know why that was all caps. Oh, that's totally fine. Unless you're yelling at me, but I know you weren't. Sprook, well, it might be in trouble then. Okay. Holy Merc, hola, how's it going? How are you? Chicano, Vixen is a sequencer to make light shows. I think I've heard of it. And then you just put a pic of your house, set how many channels your hardware supports, and then you can just draw over your house with the lights. That sounds awesome. Then from there, you just import the audio and manually set what channels you want to turn on and off. Yeah, that sounds super fun. It just communicates to the hardware via serial. Yeah, that sounds super awesome. So is the software free? Is this like free and open source, or do you buy the software? Because it sounds awesome. Lambda, that's right, Sprook, thank you. Lambda is their functions, serverless, but really just executing functions. Thank you, I forgot their marketing name. Bloosh, hello. Researchers have recently found, researchers have, dihydrogen monoxide in a large percentage of United States supply of water. What are your thoughts? Bloosh. Hey, you tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think about that? Because I have no idea about that. iCarib. It's not WordPress. It's PHP web build in Symfony framework written in PHP. And yes, the project needs Apache and MySQL. Redis is a better, I understand what Redis is, to store the sessions. I understand what you mean. I'll try that. Thanks. followed you Rancher tutorial. Wow, that was easy. Awesome. Yeah, okay, so totally get it. I just didn't understand Symfony, but it sounds like obviously you need all those things, but Redis, super easy to spin up in Docker or Rancher, Kubernetes. I'll just say that. I'm just start saying Kubernetes, however it gets there. Redis, easy. MySQL, easy. Apache, easy. I have a feeling though that Symfony piece, they're gonna have a pre-configured Apache piece. I have a feeling that they'll have the pre-configured Apache PHP piece there that points back to a SQL of your choice and a Redis of your choice. So yeah, and if you need more help, absolutely join our Discord and we can give you a hand for sure. Techno, Falcon Player just plays the sequence and doesn't allow you to create them. It runs as an SBC such as a Raspberry Pi. You just import your sequence from Vixen or other sequencer and you're done. Sounds awesome. You just got to hook up relays for whatever you're using. Yeah. Interesting. So, I mean, but you're probably going to spend a lot of money on lights, right? Like, do these, like, what kind of lights does it use? It doesn't use normal, I guess, off the shelf Christmas lights, right? It probably has like some kind of pegboard of lights or something like that. That then they have to be able to be sequenced, right? Yeah, tell me more. Bloosh, very funny. Yeah, I couldn't tell if he's trolling me or what, but I wasn't sure, so I'm like, I'm not gonna spend much time on that one because I have no idea what. I would like to know more before I answer those types of questions. Spruik. So planning on some simple stuff. Discord bots, okay, CI/CD, all right. Plex Media Server. So Minecraft for the kids. I would love to try to find some data science stuff, day job, but be most effective to cloud. Yeah, but might be most effective to cloud. Yeah, all totally doable. So yeah. So this is all stuff that a lot of people like to do. So absolutely, Spruik. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you can upgrade your existing machine. That's what I usually do, is upgrade this machine and make my old, quote unquote old, gaming machine that's like beast mode into a server. Or you can buy. If you do buy, there's plenty of low cost options, right? Anything Ryzen is going to be a good low cost option. Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7. Once you get into 7 and 9s, it's going to get a little more expensive. But I bet a Ryzen 5, whatever, 32 gigs of RAM on something, semi decent hardware is going to get you a long way too. But you'll have to, and then you'll have to take into consideration, how much power do you want to use? Do you want to go a lower power option 3, but not have enough, I mean, you should have some decent power for Plex, or go 5. But you have to remember that it's running all the time too. Or obviously you can shut it down. But I do have some recommendations in gear below. There might be, I don't know, they're kind of hard to find parts for. But I'm going to be updating those soon. I know I've said that a few times, but I really am. But I want to wait until, some of the big announcements from AMD, like until some of the AMD, NVIDIA stuff settles in the next month, lapsed month. I'm going to update those. I just don't want to update them twice. But yeah, sounds awesome. But it sounds like a decent job for an old PC. Old as in maybe an older high-end PC, couple-year-old high-end PC. But you can always build one too. I don't want to go out and recommend and just say, yep, go buy like I did. I kind of went crazy. Go buy a Dell R710 and rack it. That's a commitment. And I think a lot of people in this channel know that that's a commitment. To a lot of things, to then getting a rack and then having it, grow exponentially in cost and power over the next couple of months. So I don't want to just jump off the bat and say do that, but hopefully that answers your question or gives you a little bit of insight, I guess, into my thinking. I Lude searched the interwebs for some awesome self-hosted for a great list of services. Yeah, it's on GitHub. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see. HomeLab New. write good IAM policies and they will pay for themselves. Yeah, I like that. Spruik, I used them for some data transformation and they were cheap and fast and had to parse a ton of deeply nested JSON. Nice. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, sounds awesome. And then you don't have to, well, you'll write the function, but yeah, you don't have to have any of the infrastructure there. It's just like execute my code. Oh, and the best part is it goes to sleep when it's done too. That's the nice part about Lambdas, Cloud Functions, Azure Functions. You're not paying for things to be on. It's like the ultimate pay as you go. I mean, it's literally like execute my thing. And then, you know, when you're done, you go to sleep and you're not paying for it, which is another nice benefit. Home Lab knew if they weren't exposed, then it's probably fine. Yeah, but yeah, good IAM policies are triple thumbs. I agree. Techno Tim, just another name for water. I couldn't, as soon as I saw hydrochloric, I don't know. Sometimes I get troll messages in here, and so lately I've just been like, I kind of got to know when to, I didn't recognize the name either too, so I kind of have to know when to pull the plug on some of them, for sure. But I apologize if you're totally trolling me or joking. I just wasn't sure. Hey, Ginger Savage, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Looks like I had another one in there. Drolly, hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Cyber Vindicator, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Sorry, a little bit off my game today. I apologize. But yeah, sorry. I didn't see, like I said, as soon as I saw hydrochloric something, I was just like, I have no idea. But now it's like, yeah, put water in water. So mean, yeah. Ticano, yeah, Bloosh. I don't remember Bloosh. Okay, are you still here? I apologize. Yeah, let me know. I think that's my first time I'm seeing your name though, too. So I'm kind of new names and a big message. I'm kind of like, okay, I got to know when to pull out on this one. Ticano, it's free but not open source, and from the looks of Falcon Player, on the other hand, it's both. Nice. Penguin Airlines, how's it going? Yes, starting off strong with an awesome emote. How's it going, man? Yep, normal lights. What? Normal lights? Oh, so they light up in sections? I'm just trying to understand if they're normal lights. You can't run a sequence in, or maybe I'm just thinking of like, so each individual strand will light up. Maybe I'm thinking of like crazy ones I see on like whatever it is, the Christmas light extravaganza face-off thing that I've seen on Netflix a few times. Sorry, my throat. Ticano, you can use addressable, okay, there we go. Addressable RGB LEDs for better effects, or just use the normal lights. And / decorations using relays, and you can just switch them on and off. Sounds awesome. My Christmas lights are pretty basic. I have 2 bushes, but I love them. I love them so much, Christmas lights. Ticana, if you use solid state relays, you can get some effects, but not many. If I recall, you can do sparkling effects, and that's about it. Spruik, sorry, data science stuff might be more cost effective in the cloud. Oh, I got you. Possibly, yeah. Depends. Yeah, I mean, just it all depends how much data and what you're trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, let me know, actually. I don't know the answer to that. Ilude, sent you a link. Oh, you're talking Spruik. Sent you a link for the Symphony Docker image on Discord. Nice. Yeah, post it. Penguin Airlines. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Man, 2 months. I'm doing well, thanks. Hope you're well as well. I am. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for the Prime for 2 months, man. Really appreciate it. Spruik, thanks. I saw that coming. Yeah, rack mounting looks cool, but I don't think it's affordable for me right now, or anyone. So I'd probably look at getting a cheap desktop and upgrading. Yeah, that's what I say. Upgrade the machine you're on now, and then use what you're on now as your backup, or not your backup server, but your other machine. Because then you get the most value out of the one you're using, right? You're in front of it more often than you would be on your server. That's my take. Upgrade what you're on. You'll appreciate it more. What's up, everyone? Exor, yeah, what's up, man? Dude, you are the hype train conductor. I like that icon. That must have been from last time. How's it going, man? Ginger Savage. You showed up on recommended. That is awesome. Well, thank you for, I don't know. Thanks, Twitch, for recommending me. Awesome. Ginger Savage, what do you most do on the channel? What do I most do? I talk. I talk with people. I talk and meet up and talk about tech and answer questions, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. Anything from games to servers to code to rack mount servers to server in your basement to upgrading hardware to IoT to Christmas lights to laser tag too. Last time Takano was talking about he upgraded or used to run and program, I think, some laser tag system. So all kinds of stuff, really. And exactly what I'm doing right now for you, Ginger Savage, I'm answering a question. And that's kind of what I do. Yeah, that's, to put it simply, that's what goes on in this channel. There's a lot. Every day it's something new. People try to troll me. It works. As you saw earlier, Takano tries to slip some in every now and then. That usually works too. I'm pretty gullible when it comes to reading stuff. I thought this time someone was trying to troll me, but I guess they were. But anyways, it was more of a joke than a troll. But anyways, so yeah, Ginger Savage. Hopefully that answers your question. I guess that's what I do. I answer questions and we talk. And a lot of people in this channel, this is their time to meet up with everybody and talk about a lot of tech and a lot of tech projects. So that's what we do. And it hasn't always been that way, but I found that this is what people enjoy the most, and this is what I really enjoy too. So, and I get to hear about all these cool tech projects that I wouldn't otherwise get to hear about, and that I'm so jealous of too when people start talking about 10 gig and all of this awesome hardware that I'm not able to upgrade to. But anyways, hopefully that answers your question. But that's exactly what I try to do, is answer people's question. And if I don't know the answer, there are so many smart people in this channel that know the answer too. So they help out. They help me out a lot. Let's see here. Hey, Cozy Coding. Wow. Raid and hosted 17. What's up, Cozy Coding people? How you going? How you going? Wow, way to welcome people to this channel. How's it going? Welcome people. FL14M. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So let's see here. Where were we? Well, first of all, welcome all new people. Seems like newer people. Cozy Coding. Hey, man, follows rolling in. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. Cozy Coding. Man, seems like a great bunch of people. Oh my goodness, man, my things are going crazy right now. Dang, thank you so much for the follow. Cozy Coding, Chad B. Oh my gosh, Shuckle Samurai, dude. Shuckle Samurai, oh my gosh. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Dude, thank you so much. Ilude, Killa B, It's Pie Bomb, Yoko, Rosa, Ellen Sharded Jeans. Thanks, Shuckle Samurai, for the gifted sub. Really appreciate it. Wow, dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, Link in the house. Should be appearing back there soon too. Where were we? Maverick 12, do you have a video on your encoding for Plex and StreamVM? Let's read this again. Maverick 12, do you have a video on your encoding for Plex and StreamVM? Not video. Do I have a video on one? I do have one for Plex. I mean, how to set up Plex in Docker and really in Kubernetes and how to get it going. Absolutely, I do. My StreamVM, I don't. But you can do it yourself because it's funny. A lot of my videos are like weekend projects or things that I figured out and I want to share or document. So like you can do the stream in a VM one like I do. Pretty easy if you follow the right steps. So the right steps are you get a Proxmox server, get a Windows machine, get a GPU, pass that GPU through to that Windows machine, and then you have your stream machine and a VM. So the steps are out there, they're just not all there together. Hopefully that helps though. And I do have one on Plex. Yeah, absolutely I do. I might have some more stuff coming on Plex too. I have these ideas. I have this project that I need to do And I want to do it first to make sure it works. And then I might have some good news for people too. So yeah, and not just Plex too. Anything in Linux with an NVIDIA card, but we'll see. Dropping way too many hints. Penguin Airlines, I'm doing well. Oh, this was for the sub. Hope you're well as well. I am. Hey, XOR. Hey, the light not changing color. What? What? It's not? It should be. Sorry. Let me see what color you picked, man. Did you already pick one? Oh my gosh, now I'm like way down here. Let me, maybe, I don't know. I can check it really quick. Here, I'm gonna check it with my own points and then I'll check it back. Because I have like unlimited infinity points. You're right, it's not. Oh man, I write some bad code, don't I? It was working so well for so long. That's interesting though, because like when you do Discord, my bot is running, right? There it is. Yeah, I don't, okay, I'm gonna take 20 seconds to just do this. I mean, I'll talk through it. You can kind of see my screen. You won't be able to see the code, but I'm actually, this is all hosted in my internal ranch here too. I would show the screen, but you know, there's other things in here too that might not be, I mean, they're not secrets, but at the same time, they're not things that, that are public. Let's put it that way. All right, so this is my Twitch bot, which is running in my channel. And when he comes up, we'll know he's working because he'll come up and he'll announce or redeploy him in Rancher. So he should re-announce himself with the version when he comes up. Live debugging. Yeah, I don't want to go into live debugging. Mine is just like, hey, I'm gonna restart this guy. There he goes. So there's the bot. So now he's back up. Oh, come on, work. If not, the problem has to be, oh yeah, so, oh, there we go. All right, I guess just restarting my bot worked. Hey, XOR, what color did you pick? Because I'm gonna put it there. Oh, you did Northern Lights. All right, I picked the right one. All right, so, I need to figure that out. I need to look at the logs, but hey, should work now. I also gotta remember to check that now. And I told you the code's solid. It must have, I don't know, for whatever reason got disconnected from my Philips Hue because you saw everything else was working. Anyways, sorry about that. There you go. It's back up and going. I need to put some more checks in there. I need to actually validate when it sends that out that it actually happened because I just fire and forget like to all my Philips Hue, just like bing, 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 green, green, blue, blue, green, blue. You know, I should probably do some checking on that. But anyways, let's see here. Whoa, there were all the gifted subs. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Penguin Airlines, bot got sleepy. Well, I don't blame it, yeah. Bot's back awake. The weird thing is, like I said, the bot was up. It's just the command, I could blame, no, I'm not going to blame Twitch. I blame them for other things, and it's usually not them. I'm betting it had something to do with just my, I think that I have a WebSocket that connects. There we go. Oh, now look, one of them didn't work. All right, there we go. I'm blaming Philips Hue. How about that? That's who we're gonna blame. But yeah, thanks for Spruik. Thanks for redeeming the points. Thanks for earning them. Ginger Savage, that's great. Sorry, that was a while ago. Penguin Airlines, to kind of be slippery. He is slippery. You never know with him. I mean, yeah, you never know. He likes to slip them in every now and then. The forklift, yeah, look at these sweet emotes, man. Ginger Savage, do the new 30 series cards require a new motherboard? Would my 20 series motherboard work with the 30 series? I don't think so. If you have a 20 series, I assume you're talking about NVIDIA, absolutely it should work. I think that they can support up to PCI Express 4. I need to do some fact checking on that. But if you have a 2 series in there and it's working fine, yeah, absolutely it's gonna work. Yeah, heck yeah. Plug that thing in. It'll be like beast mode. It's only gonna cost like $800. But yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what I plan on doing mine. I mean, I have a 1080 in mine. That's what's running the stream right now. I'm gonna take that 1080 out and jam a 3080 in there. Yeah, no question about it. Yeah, for sure. Crazy Coding, hello. Just finished the stream. Hey, sorry, I'm just getting caught up to comments. dude, thanks so much for the host and for rating. Thanks, that was really awesome, and thanks for bringing some folks into the channel. Definitely appreciate it. How'd your stream go? Sorry, it's I'm a little bit behind on comments, but I'm getting caught up. Let's see here. Oh man, lots of thank yous. Man, everybody is so kind. I love it. Shuckle Samurai, highly recommend Tibbs' YouTube channel. Great projects if you want to get in setting up a home lab. Thank you, appreciate it. Here's me debugging stuff. Oh man, I'm getting caught up to you guys. I'm getting caught up tonight. Live debugging, yeah. I got to figure that out. I got to put some more checks in place. And I want to see too. I'm like super curious. Like, did those? Because I send REST requests out. You know, basically AJAX calls or XHR calls, and I want to see if those promises failed. Because if they did, then I could, I can hook off that to let me know, or just try it again. Lost and bored. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. How are you doing? Quick, everyone screenshot SSH private keys. Yeah, no way. They're all in this tiny window here. But I use Rancher, so I just went in through the front door, my front door here internally. Yeah, sorry about the lights. I definitely gotta. I'm gonna be doing some more stuff to the lights because so I got some stuff working. Look at this party mode. I'm not gonna spoil everything now, but I kind of have this party mode light that would have been great to use during the raid or during the gifted subs or anything like that. But I'm gonna automate that soon. So I'm gonna be touching the same code. I'm gonna speed that party mode up a little bit because that's kind of slow. Like if that's okay, but where's the is there a faster version of this? Maybe not. Anyways, I have some stuff coming. It all goes back to this. This has been a long journey for me. I think a month and a half ago, someone's like, "Why don't we change the color of the lights in here?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a pretty good idea," and that put me down this path of writing code for Philips Hue, trying to find an IR blaster, finding one, but then realizing that IR blaster is cloud only connected. Then realizing Home Assistant folks figured out some stuff to make it not only cloud connected. And then I've been working, had some help from someone from Home Assistant. I contributed stuff to their project. I got something coming. So anyways, it's been a long journey. Pretty soon, the lights will be even crazier than they were before. Anyways, but yeah, so long story short, I'm going to touch that same code for different reasons, and I'll look into why the Philips Hue stuff is being angry. Ginori, General Ryan, there is no test, only production. I love it. Yeah, I love it. There's no, that's how it is here at home. There is only production. There's local dev and production here at home. That's right. There's no lower environments, that's for sure. Spruik, he can be buggy. Hue, yeah, he can. And you saw even when someone else did it, then like one light was green for a second. Yeah, not so good. Not so good. Chad B D Noob, how's it going? Looks like a newer name. How's it going? Ticano, I'll just throw in a slight troll with no hint of every now and then. You certainly do. You certainly do. And then I make assumptions too. I'm like, oh, that's probably a typo. When he was talking about his 9090 Ti, I was like, maybe he means 990 or 1080. Anyways. Ticano, darn, my iPhone 4 screen is completely dead. Haven't had time to restore the phone and needed to test something and boom, it's dead. Oh man, this is the one that you've been like, that you've unlocked or flashed back to iOS 6 or whatever came on it originally. Yeah. Lino Blade, how to learn JavaScript and become like you. Oh man, that's, I don't know if you want to. You see what happens to the lights in here or what doesn't happen to the lights in here. No, I mean, how to learn JavaScript. I mean, you just got to do it. I mean, it's not something like, you know, I don't know a good analogy for it because I haven't always been a software developer, software engineer, developer, whatever people call them nowadays. I mean, no one is, right? You're not born as one. You just have to do it, and you have to do it a lot, and you have to, you just have to be. Let me put it this way. For me, the easiest way for me to learn was repetition. And it wasn't just like writing hello world all the time. It was take something I want to build for myself or do myself or think that's interesting and try it, do it, create it. It'll be terrible, buggy code. And then there's no real way around that. But it's not, for me learning JavaScript, I learn new stuff every day. I have to Google stuff all the time. You know what I mean? And so it's not something like, at least for me, it's not something like, I've been doing it for years, but still, like I said, have problems. I try to solve more problems than I create every day. That's kind of my goal. And so, if that's something you want to do, absolutely, like I say, just go for it. I will say it's not like playing a game, like, not that you would think it was, but I'm trying to think of a good analogy where you could do something a couple times and you feel like, yeah, this is, know what to do here. No, it takes a lot of time and repetition if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, let me know. I got some test and starter projects out there in GitHub too. I'd love to share with you. Wisty official. Hey, thanks for follow. Appreciate it. Pony lover. Yeah, I like that name. Hey, thanks for follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, both of you. Let's see here. Lost and bored. Fine. Yeah. Hello. Fine. Yeah. I'm good. Real good tonight. Oh, Takano. That's probably a troll. But that looks like a real password, or you're trying to troll me with your fake password. I think it's a real password. That looks like a copy and paste. That's one of the things that I've noticed that I love about this channel is people accidentally copy and paste their passwords in here. And so we all get to rate those passwords. And I think it's, multitasking, got LastPass or whatever your password manager is, 1Pass, and you accidentally paste in the wrong window. Takano, I would say that is a strong password. That is a fantastic password. We've seen ones that are like India 123, and it's like probably not a good password. But yeah, home lab new. Okay, that mode is cool. Yeah, the flashing. I got some stuff coming. And usually that light's not like right here. It's like back behind the couch. But yeah. Lost and bored. It depends what you're using to control those lights. Yeah, absolutely. This is what I'm using, and it's infrared. And I got some stuff coming because I got it all figured out. I got it all working, and it's awesome. Takano, you should change that password now. But I will say that is a very strong, fantastic password. It has uppercase, lowercase. It looks like 22-ish, just guessing. Has special characters, has numbers, and it does not have anything repeated more than once. Yeah, it's a fantastic password. Except for you probably need to change it now. Yeah. Lost and bored. There is some really cool and cheap courses at Udemy. Yeah, good. Yeah, great suggestion. Yeah, I totally agree. I recommend YouTube too. Absolutely. YouTube has just a wealth of content in general. And so, yeah, Udemy, anywhere. If you're into video tutorials, for sure. If not, there's a lot of awesome starter projects on GitHub too. And it depends, like, what you want to do with JavaScript. Do you want to do kind of back end? Do you want to do front end? Do you want to do kind of in between, middle tier API stuff in between? Yeah, so just depends on what you want to do. And I will say that you can do any of that with JavaScript. Another reason why I like it. But I like front end stuff a ton. But I do it all. Not all well, but I have experience with it all for sure. Takano, LastPass for the win. Yeah, totally. Takano started using it a couple years ago and it has worked great. I assume you're talking about LastPass? Let's see here. Penguin Airlines. What's that? Free and open source. Oh yeah. LastPass competitor. Yeah, Bitwarden. Yeah, everyone says Bitwarden is the new leader. Because you can host it yourself. For sure. You can self-host it yourself. A lot of people like Bitwarden. I haven't tried it out yet. I don't want to say I'm like vendor locked into LastPass. It's just like, my wife and I use it. And then the company I work for uses it too. And I can probably have multiple password managers, and I can probably have multiple password managers installed in my browser and on my phone and stuff. But that might get kind of crazy, but I'm definitely going to check it out for sure. I have checked it out. I know that they have the self-hosted version, but I think you still got to pay for some of the features like sharing and stuff like that. But yeah, people love it for sure. It's definitely the crowd favorite. Holy Merc, LastPass, or something. I don't know. I got starred out. I assume you mean Bitwarden. Takano, you should see my Google password. It's like 100 characters long. All right, yeah. I think like, I don't know if 32, I don't remember. I think 32 is the most. I don't remember in LastPass. But yeah, at 100 characters, oh my gosh. I feel like anything above 12 or 16 random characters, I think beyond that is I think there's diminishing returns. How about that? after 12 random characters, because after 12, I mean, it would take a computer or something so long to figure out 12 random characters, and at the same time not have that system then lock them out. That it feels like anything over 12 random, if they were able to guess 12 random, they're not guessing 12 random. They have your password. But yeah, 100 characters, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think some of them, I used to say, oh, I'm going to do 20 for everyone. And then like, you know, some websites freak out. I've even seen some websites that only accept like the first 16, but you don't know that they only took the first 16. And then they'll let you do it twice. And then all of a sudden you have the wrong password when you go to try to log in. Because like when you create it, it works. But when you go to sign in, it doesn't. Anyways, there's bugs on their side. But yeah, Takano, same with my main email. Yeah. Hi, Lude. I wish Bitwarden's Chrome plugin supported connecting to multiple servers. Interesting. Yeah, now I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because your database is self-hosted. So yeah, you couldn't point to your server and someone else's server. Good to know. I had never thought about that. Penguin Airlines, Stephen Greider has a great Kubernetes course on Udemy. Good to know. Yeah, I'll have to check that out too. Thank you, Penguin Airlines. Takano, almost got locked out of LastPass. I needed to log in with my email, but I don't even know the password. So when I went to LastPass, I logged in and it wanted me to verify using my email, which I needed LastPass to log in. Yeah, there are some, you can get yourself in like a weird loop, especially with an Authy too. Like with an Authy, LastPass, and something else. Yeah, you can get in trouble, especially then your LastPass MasterPass password too. I think, I won't go into it, but you can get yourself in some trouble too. You'll be like in a chicken and egg. Like like you said, you sent your recovery to your email, and then your email requires your password, but you can't get in your you need your password to get into there. You better find a machine that has a cookie or a device that is already signed in to get it. Otherwise, you'll be kind of screwed. Lost and bored. I don't know if I could use Alexa, but you could program a skill to control those lights. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. That is true. You might be able to use Alexa. I use Google Home, and I do have Google Home control these lights for sure. But you're talking about my other. So the other light you saw flashing is dumb. I mean, this is as smart as it gets, LED. And so it's very dumb. And so you can make it smart by using one of these, I figured out over the last couple days. And so these are like universal remote controls that shoot out infrared. And you can teach them, which is really cool. But they're cloud connected. And then once you cloud connect them, you don't have local access to them. So then I can't write code against them, really. It's like the use case no one wants except for me. But I do, because I want to be able to automate stuff with my existing services. So, but yeah, for sure. I use Google Home, but it probably has a lot of the same features too. But yeah, thank you for that. iLoon, Bitwarden is Bitwarden RS, Bitwarden ported to Rust, is all free, no licensing for features. That's interesting. Because Bitwarden, what they charge for sharing, something like that, and for two-factor auth, which you probably want. So yeah, that's some of the reasons why I've just been like, I already told you that like everyone else that I know is using a different password manager. But yeah, no licensing for features. That's definitely interesting. Penguin Airlines, you don't brute force password directly. Into the forum, yeah. 12-digit passwords don't take that long anymore with GPU cracking tools. Yeah, but I'm saying the service behind it isn't, but the service behind it isn't just going to be like, hey, I'm under attack right now. Like, yeah, try 150,000 more times, you know what I mean? But yeah, speaking of passwords, I hate it when a forum takes a password that's longer, than the policy without stopping me, and then the website, yeah, I was just saying that earlier, today too. Yeah, it took me a very long time to figure that out. It's for something really popular I used. It might have even been Rancher 1. There was something where I was like, I thought I was going insane. And I'm like, keep resetting my password, and I paste it in, and I save it, and then I save it to LastPass, and then I paste it back in, and I'm like, what is going on? And it all ended up being just that, is that the form to create allowed a certain amount of characters, but they didn't tell you, they just cut it off right then and there, for sure. Awesome. Oh goodness, it's kind of warm. Hey, but this is probably a good stopping point. I gotta cut a little bit early tonight. I gotta take care of a lot of stuff like always. And I just wanted to hop on to make sure that I said, hey, what's going on? What's up to you guys, and see what you guys were up to. Throat's kind of killing me too. That's why my voice might sound a little bit different, but I need to kind of take it easy on my throat. And I need to wrap up a couple of things, but man, hey, Toastface Gorilla, yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Dazzy Boy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, man, there was raids, a host, subs, gifted subs. Oh my gosh, you guys like totally went crazy today. Yeah. All right, you guys, all right, you're racing. You know what this is leading up to. But you have to be the first one after I say it. But yeah, thank you so much for all of the additional stuff above and beyond just being here and chatting. Thank you for that too. I really appreciate it. Wow, they're rolling in. So like, should I go or should I not? Evo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. But absolutely, if you're new to the channel and you want to continue the conversation, you can continue the conversation in Discord. Both Penguin Airlines and Techno linked it, and it's down below. If you guys want to continue the conversation, you can. There's a great group of folks there that can answer a lot of the questions or talk about a lot of the things that we've been talking about in this channel. So I really appreciate it if you joined. Yeah, I need to, oh my gosh, my throat. But thank you so much. I will be back on Thursday, and obviously I will be in Discord probably a little bit later here and throughout the week. I will see you guys Thursday. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and take care. Be good to each other.